Love without maturity will eventually become frustration. Never marry because of pressure. Love without maturity. Love without maturity becomes frustration. When there is no maturity in the relationship, when there is no maturity in the marriage, when the both parties are not matured enough, then it becomes a frustration. You will be frustrated in it. You will all you think about is that why did I go into this marriage? Why did I ever do this? It become a mistake that you will regret in all your life. Don't let your marriage build on just emotion. Let there be maturity. Let the both parties be matured. To an extent, we grow on a daily basis, but there should be a sign of this person want to grow. This person need this thing. This person is someone you can grow your life with. Is someone you can do this marriage with. Because when the two of you become one, marriage is not just about the two of you. It's the two of you are bringing. You are going to raise your whole family, and as outside raising your whole family, you are bringing two different families that have never known each other before, that have never had anything in common before, now have something in common, now become one. Hallelujah. The father of the man become your father. The father of the woman become your father. Just as a man or the woman, you have just one father before, but the moment you get married, you now have two biological father, two biological mother. If you have six siblings and your husband or your wife have six siblings, that means you now have another 12 siblings. Hallelujah. So you must be matured enough to carry people along. You must be matured enough to carry, to know, to put the boundary between your marriage and your siblings, between your marriage and your parents, between your marriage and your friends. Hallelujah. You must both have this maturity to put the boundary, the line, to draw the line between your marriage and everyone else around you. Hallelujah. That's why I said that you should not build that a successful marriage is built on understanding, not just emotion. Love without maturity will eventually become frustration. Never marry because of pressure. This is the mistake many are making today. This is the mistake many are making today. That because people are telling you that you are old enough to get married, because your mate are getting married, they will, especially when we come from Africa, they will tell you, Janet has gotten married and he has 3 kids now, he has 4 kids now, and Janet and your younger sister are age mates. You are older than Janet, you are older than Jennifer. Jennifer has 5 kids now, you are older than Jennifer. Or Juliet already have 6 kids and you were born the same day with Juliet. Don't ever get married in pressure. Don't make the mistake. Don't never marry because of pressure. Because people are pressuring you. Then you now say, whoever that comes your way, no, don't do that. Because whatever you rush in, you rush out. It is a principle of life. You don't just become, you didn't become you over time. You grow up to become who you are today. So you don't rush into things. Everything you do desperately will always end well. I keep telling people the only place that desperation is good, that you are desperate or something so badly. You should be desperate of that thing so badly that without that thing you cannot live, is when you are desperate after God. When you are bound towards God, that is where the only way desperation is good. When you are desperate, you lose your sense of reason. You loftiest. There are things that are obvious to other people. It was no longer obvious to you. You don't longer see the things that will hurt you. But by the time you enter, then those things you begin to see them. Because your goal was not to your goal into that relationship was not for you to settle down, to build up a family, to achieve a goal, to achieve a plan or anything. Your goal was just to take out the pressure away from you. Then you rush into something that you should never have rushed into before. Marriage is not something you rush into. Marriage is not something you do because you are under pressure. It is something you settle in and allow the Spirit of God to lead you. No matter how wise you are, you can still make mistake when it comes to marriage, because people can pretend for years without knowing people. You can never know anybody. But when the Spirit of God is in you, and give you the Spirit, that's where every believer, every Christian, everyone that is born again have the spirit of discernment. All you need to do is to develop the spirit of discernment. There is an inner peace. Sometimes not everybody God told that this is your wife, or this God revealed his husband or his wife to. In my own case, God had never told me that this is my wife. I told my pastor then that my mother-in-law then that God cannot even speak to me now on who to marry, because my mind, I was already in love with someone else with women. So no matter how I pray, my mind will always go towards that direction. And majorly, God will speak to me through my spirit, through my mind. And my mind will fill up with someone else. So no matter what God say at that time, I will not hear. What I will hear is the thing that is I've already built in my mind, within me. So the reason why I'm giving you this is that you have to align yourself with the Spirit of God so that you will be able to direct it. There is a peace that comes with doing when you see the right person. There is a peace that comes with doing you. You are relaxed with doing you. You as a person, your flesh as a person might not know, might still be thinking, this is not what I want. This is not what I want to see in the kind of person I want to live with for the rest of my life. But with doing you, there is a peace that comes with doing you. There are other ways God speaks to people. God speaks to people different way. But all I want to let you know in this session is that you should always allow the Spirit of God guide you. Hallelujah. And if you also are under pastors that who has the Spirit of God also, allow also involve them. Involve them in getting a life partner, because marriage is not something that it's not something that it's not something that you are going to do for 1 year. It's not something you are doing for 2 years. It's not something you are doing for 3 years. It is a lifetime. It's something you are going to do for a lifetime. Because some people enter in another. Yeah, this is another example. Some people enter into this thing that people, especially the generation we have now, the Gen Z people, they just enter that if you don't work, I'll promote. If this thing doesn't go well, if it doesn't suit what I want, I will work out the same way I work in. That was not the purpose of God. It is not something you walk in and walk out, walk in and walk out. If you have that mindset, it will never work for you, because challenge will come in the process. Because these are two different people from two different families, sometimes from two different states, sometimes from two different nations.